Let's talk about a force you feel, but might have been told to ignore. That deep current that runs within you. The one that picks up on subtleties others miss. That feels the room the second you walk in. That is moved by art and music on a level that's hard to put into words. This isn't a weakness. This is a latent power. And according to the work of Carl Jung, it might be one of your greatest assets. Jung didn't call it sensitivity. He called it permeability. The unconscious isn't a locked box. It's a porous membrane. For some, that membrane is thick. They move through the world largely unaffected by the unseen emotional and psychic undercurrents. But for others, it's thin. You are a receiver. You absorb the emotional data of the world around you, the unspoken tensions, the hidden anxieties, the collective mood. This is a form of highly attuned intelligence. It's your nervous system processing a vastly greater amount of information than the average. It's your superpower. This power allows for incredible depth. It fuels intuition, creativity, empathy, and a profound connection to the world. You don't just see a problem, you feel its dimensions. You don't just hear a complaint, you understand the history behind it. This is a strategic advantage in leadership, in art, in relationships, in any endeavor that requires genuine human understanding. You operate with a higher resolution map of reality. But every superpower has a kryptonite. And this permeability has a critical vulnerability. It lacks a filter. Without a filter, you don't just absorb information, you absorb everything. The mood of a stressed colleague isn't just observed, it becomes your own anxiety. The criticism of a stranger isn't just heard, it echoes for days. The world's sorrows aren't just acknowledged, they weigh on you as a personal burden. This is how the world turns your power against you. It happens in two ways. First, from the outside. People who are not so permeable, who are perhaps numb to their own feelings, will project their unresolved chaos onto you. Because you feel things deeply, you become a convenient screen for them to project their anger, their neediness, their drama. You become the emotional processing plant for people who refuse to do their own work. They sense your capacity to feel, and they hand you their baggage. The second, and more dangerous, is how you turn it against yourself. You internalize these projections. You start to believe the negativity you've absorbed is your own. You mistake the emotional weather of others for your own climate. This is where the superpower becomes a curse, leading to overwhelm, exhaustion, and a deep-seated feeling that there's something wrong with you for being so affected by the world. The goal is not to build a wall. To sever that connection would be to kill the source of your strength. The goal is to develop a filter. A conscious, disciplined filter. This is the path from being unconsciously permeable, a passive receiver, to being consciously receptive. It's the difference between being a sponge and being a guarded fortress. You want to be neither. You want to be a skilled gatekeeper,